indigenous community in the name of the indigenous community. All of his lives are about drama.
You went on some tirade randomly attacking indigenous people. Like, why'd you go at Moni? Why'd you go at Moni
Because I
talks
like
for?
achievement, fool. I said it a million
She
times
went
to
after
everybody.
me because
Yeah,
she's
you went after Lorena. You went after Moni.
anti-
Even you asked me about Moni.
The drama.
I told you that she looks indigenous to me.
Weren't you
She looks
asking?
like she's
Weren't you
indigenous,
asking
and you went and
Mateo?
attacked her anyways.
I told him
And
in
call
his
me not.
live that he was
All right,
hosting.
so real
I said,
quick, one
everybody
at a
knows that
time, man.
Mono likes the drama.
Hey,
And he
can
didn't
I
deny
mean,
it.
you seem to have some drama thing up your ass a few weeks ago. You start coming at everybody for no fucking
Me and
reason.
you were on the same level, baby.
I
I
have
will
seen
say
her
it
going
to
after a lot
anybody,
of people.
You came at people for no reason. You came at Lorena, you came at Moni for no, like randomly out of nowhere. You were cool, and all of a sudden you want to beef with everybody.
No,
I
I didn't
keep
beef with
tabs on
everybody.
people who can't
Y'all
shut their
beef with
mouth
me
about
because
me.
the chicken head
I'm not afraid to
here.
admit that.
Because the chicken little's always crying and starting shit with people. She goes around trying to make herself the victim while she's stalked, just like Mono.
Yeah, you went and attacked her. You went and attacked her background, her
I did
ethnic
not
background.
attack
Try
her
to say they're not even
background.
really native,
We
bro.
were cool
You try to say that Hidatsa people aren't even native. If Hidatsa people aren't native, then how are Garifuna people native? How are Mexican people native? How are fucking any of these different groups native?
She should be on medication and off of TikTok.
How do you know I'm not on medication already?
Ooh,
I'm
girl,
kind of
you need to
flattered.
take that.
Having adverse
Bitch, I
reactions.
take my pills. Fuck you.
You need to get a new prescription and
You don't think
I'm
think
upping my dosage next week for your information.
I try to make my mental health better and go to therapy and do the work, man.
Well, you ain't gonna do it on TikTok, honey.
You take medication or what?
You ain't gonna do it.
everybody.
Get yourself right on Tiktok.
Hey, everybody.
For the record, Lorena takes her motherfucking pills, everybody.
Well, she should take more
Deadly's
or
trying
get
to
her new
say something, you
prescription
guys.
because I don't
Let
have to.
Deadly
Just
talk.
because you have mental
Excuse
issues don't
me.
mean I gotta deal with them. That's not how that works. I'm not gonna enable you. Your
Excuse
mental
me.
issues are your mental issues to deal with. I'm not gonna
Ray,
say
Hold-
let
I'm gonna treat
Deadly
you like a
talk real
human
quick.
being. And if you talking shit, then I'm gonna handle it like you don't have no mental issues because you going around here knowing that you got
Damn,
mental
slow down,
imbalances,
man.
which is cool.
That's ableism, dude.
But don't
Just
be
because she has a
They called
fucking
her out for her
indigenous speech, she
ableism.
can't be online, dude. What the
All
fuck?
over my page
Showtime.
called out for her ableism.
Right now.
That's not ableism, fool. That's
You-
you.
Hey, we're going on
Please.
Showtime.
You've been exposed for being anti-indigenous. You've been exposed for being anti-indigenous. You've been exposed for being ableist. Ray, you have no say in here. You said that my people aren't indigenous, that I'm not indigenous, that I'm Janissary. So I really don't think you have a say in here because you contribute to indigenous erasure. You call my ancestors colonizing ancestors. You said I'm not indigenous, I'm Janissary, and I colonize indigenous people by taking land money and water rights. So according to Ray, I'm not indigenous, I'm Janissary, I'm a fraud, I'm a pretendian, and my ancestors were colonizers. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know. That's why Ray keeps like ranting about this shit, even though it's not about me and her. It's about fucking whatever was being said about Mono and letting Mono clarify the things that were being said about him and the accusations about him being a predator, which I have been watching this whole time and I screen recorded and I've been screen recording the whole time. So if y'all gonna deny that you weren't calling him a predator and laughing at how he can't be around schools and take accountability for your actions and being like, oh no, but he did this. Two wrongs don't make a right, by the way. So when you're putting an indigenous man's life in danger because you feel resentment towards him, it's fucked up, no matter how you see it. And you know
Where
what,
was that
Kacey?
when-
If
where
your
was
life
that?
was being put in danger, if your life was being put in danger, Kacey, nobody had any right to do that to you. Okay? And I
Okay,
understand
nobody came to my defense
right.
like this,
I
though.
don't know.
That's the crazy
I
part
didn't
about it.
see that shit. You're acting like I knew you. I didn't see you. I don't know you. I didn't know you. I didn't even know that he even called you that. I didn't know he called you that. So hold on. Slow down a minute, okay? So you know what? Well, if your life didn't deserve to be put in danger, if Flying Arrow's life didn't deserve to be put in danger, if Mono's life didn't get to be put in danger, nobody's life needs to be put in danger on this goddamn app. Are we forgetting that there was a fellow indigenous creator who got
Bro, just threatened me the other live we were in.
and they don't even know who it was. They
Bro,
don't
just
even know
threatened
who
me the other
pew-pewed
live
him.
we were in, and now you want me to like feel bad about it? Like I'm not wishing nothing on nobody, but like, come on, bro. Like he just threatened me, talking about what he has and he owns and all this other shit, talking about he's gonna slide on me and shit. Like, come on now, like.
That's why I'm trying to say, let the fucking man speak. Because I got no say in whatever you guys are saying. That if you guys are gonna meet out on the street or whatever the heck, I got no say on that. That's what I was trying to say. Let's let the men speak. Let's let them speak, because at the end of the day, if something happens between all of them, they're going to be the ones who go out in the street and do that. They're going to be the ones who are scrapping it out. They are. Not likely us. It's them. They're the ones who literally have their lives in danger. They're the ones who go through this. I mean, of course, we do too. Yeah, we do too. We get freaking... But right now, it's about the men. Let's let them speak real quick, because this is dangerous territory. They've been talking about, like Kacey said, the you know what I'm talking about, gang affiliation, man. Let's let them speak real quick, because I think they deserve to be able to speak for themselves. That's all I have to say, really. I mean,
All right, I'm gonna wrap up your time.
all right, please do.
Well, just thank you guys for letting me up on the panel and sharing these words. Defamation of character and slandering is a very serious thing. It's a crime. It is a cyber social media crime. There's different reasons why people like different things, right? Some people might, some photo might click a memory of their mother, their grandmother, a child, or something, an experience that they had. So it is weird as it is, because it could be a little bit strange, right? Like Cassie say, much love. Thank you, Cassie, for letting me up here. It is a little strange, but there's people do strange things on TikTok, like things that we might not relate with. We don't know the reason why he liked it, and the best thing to do is to ask someone, like, hey, like, why is it that you favorite this? And just curious. But to, slander or push defamation, it is a little bit of, it could be very triggering to say, because someone liked the photo that person's a PEDO. Could be very damaging, not only to them, but to followers, to friends and family that support that creator, and those who socialize on his live streams too. They may be, why are you sympathizing or being part of a content creator who is known to be a PEDO? Everybody here knows how things have been. If you say something, if you do something, you're held accountable for it. So I think if someone's being accused of something, we should provide evidence, like concrete, like solid evidence that someone's actually has physically harmed a child or a human being, and if that is not present, then I think, we should just be cautious with some of the things we're saying, in my opinion. I've been here for 3 years, and there's a lot of differences. People do things to mess with each other. We know that, but at the end of the day, it's just TikTok. It's an online application, and we should just be careful, I think. So if Mono did do something wrong, or Cassie, you feel like that is it's strange, then it's strange, then maybe we should ask him that. I think that should be the one question. As far as everything else, I don't really, I think it's just best to keep my mouth quiet about, everybody. I don't have nothing to say about nobody on the panel, the host, or anybody. I'm just focusing on the topic. And if we're going to say someone's a PEDO based on a like or a favorite of a video, it is strange. Without a doubt, Inc. It is strange. But those words are also can be very damaging, and we got to, just provide more evidence. That's all. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. I'm done. You could wrap my side up. Thanks.
All right. So my thing is, regardless of whether he actually is or is not a 3PDO, it's super weird. You went off mono and agreed to leaving me the fuck alone. You're not going to bother me whenever you see me out on somebody else's live. I'm not supposed to be bothering you when I see you out on somebody else's live. I haven't said 2 fucking words to you since the time we were on Willow's live and you went calling me ink by trash. Unnecessary, very childish, whatever. I don't care about that. This whole other person on this platform trying to say that, like, oh, I'm talking against sobriety. Boo boo, I'm a recovered alcoholic. I actually have plenty of posts about like sobriety and encouraging sobriety. And like I said, like if it turns out he was lighting bowls from the bottom, that would explain some things. Doesn't excuse those things, but it would explain some things. Besides that, I also have bipolar disorder. So yeah, I do know a little something about mental illness and symptoms flaring up and shit like that. Sometimes people's symptoms flare up, whatever. What I'm not going to excuse is him agreeing on his own terms to leave me the fuck alone and then turn around and use another profile that I don't have blocked to come to my page and like on my posts. Could have liked on my tattoo work, could have liked on my artwork, could have liked on anything fucking else. Also, the other things that make me consider him predatory, not just specifically predatory to children, but predatory as an individual, is the fact that he makes multiple pages just to harass other people he doesn't like, that he follows them from space to space, place to place on this app just to harass them, just to get videos posted of them and their kids, of like stuff he doesn't agree with, and then somehow convinces y'all to be mindless little minions to stick up for him. Why you don't let him stick up for himself is beyond me. I don't know if like just I'm gonna rearrange my language real quick to be within the guidelines. But it's beyond baffling why you would stick up for somebody that has that kind of action and activity on their multiple pages that they use, that they've openly said they use to harass other creators on here. Regardless of whatever personal beef he has with them, you shouldn't be sticking up for someone that openly harasses people all over this platform just because he feels like it, because he doesn't have anything else better going on. He said that he purposely keeps tabs on people. He said that out of his own mouth earlier. You heard him say that. Why you're not bothering to pay attention to any of that is beyond me. But that's not the kind of behavior that you should have as an Indigenous individual. If you're saying that you're for unity and against division, then quit being divisionary, quit being weird, and when you tell someone you're going to leave them the fuck alone, then you leave them alone. You don't go making extra profiles to keep tabs on them with. That's weird. You don't go off trying to get everybody to be your cheerleader and do these weird ass hate campaigns with you just because other people don't like you. I don't like you now. I'm not going to like you. Divisionary is definitely a word. Whatever, bro. You can play word games if you want. You're just trying to find excuses to not comprehend what I'm saying, and that's fine. My bad. I didn't know that he was y'all's hero like that, and y'all were just gonna ride so hard for him, even though he's got like some of the most toxic behavior on the platform. Since when do you see me beef with anybody? Since when? Exactly. Like I said, he's weird. I don't like him. I don't like interacting with him, and I don't like seeing him pop up on my page with any of his other lurk accounts that he likes to pop up with. Going off using other people's like profile pictures to just like use as your own profile picture on your own lurk accounts just to harass them with their own face. Fucking weird. That's all I got. You can cut my time, Kacey. They'll either hear me or they won't.
Basically what Cass said, like there's actual video footage of him on a live expressing that he leaked the nudes of Nahimana. He blurred out her actual private parts, but only showed her stomach, which he somehow thinks that that's okay. That's not as bad. She sent him privately because she was talking about Lorena and body shaming Lorena. So his response to a woman was to blur out her private areas and leak her pictures. He says the N-word in private. It's confirmed by multiple people. He literally just said that he keeps tabs on people who say things about him. How unhinged do you have to be to care that much to cyberstalk people? Every time he has a live, there's always drama. He always has someone on his green screen. He's mad that people are holding him accountable, but isn't that what he does, that he says he does in his lives? Oh, we're going to hold people accountable because it's dividing the Indigenous community, when he has called, I don't know how many women bitches who are Indigenous. He called Chapa, she's not Indigenous, she's just a black girl. but wants to talk about indigenous erasure. And he's been called out for his racism, which he only beefs with Kacey because he's black and that's why he's a pretendian. And now it's solidified because he called Chapa just a black girl, and because she's not indigenous, she's not Mexican, even though she was born in Mexico. All right, even though she was born in Mexico, and she knows her people on both sides of the border. So his behavior has shown he's been called out by so many people of different communities. So if he wants to sit here and scream victim while y'all be all up in his panel contributing to that behavior of disrespecting people that he invited, y'all can jump them. But then whenever that happens to him, all of a sudden he's a victim. So yes, he is predatory, because one minute he will call all of the women that all of his female friends, sister. And then today, as we saw in Sleeping Wolf's live, he started cussing and yelling at all of them. What happened to sister, and protect indigenous women? You can't even respect indigenous women. Even the ones that try to tell you, hey, calm down, chill. And you turn on them and you start yelling at them. As far as Lorena, she's just as bad as him. That little girl has stalked me in lives. Kacey has been there for 3 lives that we weren't talking about anything having to do with the Janissary people. We were talking about anything else. And then she came in and brought that shit in here and disrupted and disrespected, just like she did in Sleeping Wolf's life. I didn't even say anything, and then there she goes crying. I let her up on my panel the other day whenever Mona was up there so we could talk about the confusion that happened with Kacey, what have you. I already talked to Kacey about it too. And she was up there trying to bully him out of the live. She can't even respect her own friends as well. She went off on Baby Osama earlier, yelling at her. You got something to say? You got something to say? When she was just telling her to chill out because she was coming unglued. She cannot control her own emotions. And y'all go to bat for that. Y'all enable that behavior on both of them. Hey, look, I said what I said. I stand 10 toes down on it. You don't belong to an indigenous community. Your ancestors may have came from one, but you do not. You accept the colonial moniker that was given to you. And with your behavior and how you act, yeah, I go solely off of how you act. I never said you weren't indigenous to begin with. I always acknowledged that they were indigenous people who went through what they went through. But the more you kept pushing me and the more you kept talking shit, yeah, I'm going to say what I say and I'm going to stand on it. You can cry about it all you want. You can post all the videos, make your whole account a fan page to me. You already have. You need validation from me. I don't need validation from you. That's why you stalk me on here. That's why you cry all the time. That's why you bring me up and then.
All right. Well, I come into this live and I see people making the most fucking ridiculous stretches to try to label someone a pedophile. I'm sorry, someone liking your TikTok online is not grounds for calling someone a pedophile. Calling someone a pedophile on a public platform with no fucking evidence whatsoever is literally a civil offense. It's grounds for a lawsuit. You could get sued for it. I hope he does sue you for it because that's ridiculous what you said. Then suggesting that he's a drug addict also with no evidence, and then you claim that you like as a recovering. You claim as a recovering alcoholic that you have this empathy for hold on just a second. You claim as being like a recovered alcoholic, you have this empathy for people in recovery, yet you're trivializing and falsely accusing this guy of being on drugs. You have no evidence of this. You have no knowledge of this. And well, let's say he was in recovery for drugs, right? And let's say he's been sober this whole time. Now you just falsely accuse him of relapsing online based on nothing, based on your butthurt feelings. Now, what if he does relapse? Well, then you've just contributed to the fucking relapse of another Native American, right? That's such irresponsible and fucking reckless behavior. It's disgusting. If you've ever been involved in any sort of recovery as a patient or as a counselor, you would know that that sort of fucking behavior is completely unacceptable. You would be outed of any recovery setting for behaving that way. What you did is completely disgusting when it comes to recovery. That and also like, I mean, that's not even as bad as the pedophilia thing. The pedophilia thing alone puts your character all the way in the fucking dirt. Like you have none. You have no integrity whatsoever to say some shit like that. It's disgusting for reals. But you know, I don't understand why you guys are coming at Mono this way. You know, I don't defend people just to defend them because he's my boy. I've told everybody that I associate with online, I will defend you if I feel like you're in the right. If I feel like you're in the wrong, I won't defend you. And there's been times I felt Mono was in the wrong, like when he was coming at Kacey and trying to say that he wasn't indigenous. And Kacey, you can't sit here and lie and say that I didn't fucking stand up for you and I didn't fucking defend you.
I never said you didn't, but what I'm
okay,
saying,
well, I'm not saying you did. I'm saying, but you can attest to that I did, right?
yeah, when you said like, it sounds like an indigenous person, you know what he's talking about. That's what you said.
What happened?
You said in the live that he sounds like he's telling the truth about who he is.
Yeah, because he did, and Mono sounded like he was coming at you for, you know, thinking he wasn't right to come at you and doubt your indigeneity like that. Like even if you are distantly indigenous, that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying, fucking you want to reconnect to what you have to reconnect to. That's your business, and he shouldn't be invalidating you. I said as much in that live. Yet, you know, here you got Rae in the comments because, and she's even said like the whole reason why she's coming at Lorena and trying to invalidate her is just because she's mad at her. Just because she's butthurt at her. It's like, okay, you're butthurt at her, but you're just gonna go and do indigenous erasure and fucking invalidate her. I don't give a fuck how mad I am at any of you motherfuckers. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're not indigenous. I might call you a bitch-made motherfucker, but I ain't gonna call you not indigenous.
So I just want to make that really clear. I mean, I remember Kacey, you had a problem with him. I remember he had problems everywhere, and it's a big game. It's a big game to him. And like I said, people need to go ahead and not follow his role. I don't even know what he's doing in here. He's like the poster child for toxicity, for problems. He shouldn't even fucking be on this. Shouldn't have been on the panel in the first place.
Yeah, I don't agree with a lot that bro does, but he wasn't the focus here. Mono came out of his side and now sideways about something that didn't even concern him, with my past relationship.
Oh, I know it's about Mono. I know it's about Mono. But when I see,
I don't know why he chose the need to throw shots at, like, about some shit that doesn't concern him. Like, he seems hyper focused on both my life and people I'm seeing, people I've been with, whatever it is. He's hyper focused on everything that has to do with me, and it's real fucking strange. And that's what I was calling out. On top of the fact that I caught him doing some racist shit. You know, the other day he was going in on a Nigerian man. He told him, "You're so dark, I can't even see your black ass." And then he invited him to the panel. He didn't know I was watching, though. I didn't get a chance to record that part, but he definitely said that shit, even though the dude was also in the wrong because he called him Latino. You know, so like I'm just here to show what the real is, you know, like about this whole situation. You know, like I'm not here to get fucking clout or fucking followers or friends or any of that shit. You know, like that's neither here nor there. I really don't care about that stuff. But
no, I know you're not. I've been on this app. Well, you pretty much you've been on it. I know you're not the problem, but I'm telling you, the Red Rag Warrior sets a tone, sets a standard for these clout chasers, and they do it in the wrong way. They do it all the negative, toxic way, and
well, the same toxic stuff that Manny's doing, Mono's doing too, man. The same shit, and you sit in panels with him, and then actually, I known you a long time when you were no something.
No mama.
Yeah, no mama. Yeah. So we've been mutuals for even before like
Right.
Mom came around the scene, and you were in there in panels with him, validating me and calling me all kinds of shit. I seen it, bro. Like, please don't make me a liar. You know,
Who's doing what?
you were in panels with this man who's disrespecting me, bro.
Oh, I've heard you being disrespected, but I didn't engage in it. But I witnessed it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and you and a lot of the people in here, I've known you a very long time before you even start to show your face or even speak on panels. So it's weird that you would sit in lives with a man slandering me like that, and then you want to like put the spotlight on another man, because of what they're doing. Like honestly, the whole fucking thing, like we need to change the way we move on this fucking app as men. And that's speaking for the men. Like we got a lot of stuff that we need to start calling out. We got a lot of stuff that we need to shed light on, and at the same time, we need to carry ourselves in a different manner. Because like, look at all these women watching this. Do you think that they're gonna these are the warriors they want to stand for them when shit gets bad? No, man. And they have to do it their fucking selves because you got people like Mono, you got people like whoever the fuck doing all this crazy shit. You know.
You
I
should
hear
put me on
you.
the big screen.
Yeah,
I hear you,
so
Casey. Let me hold on, Lynn. Let me just finish, man. I didn't stick up for you, or I didn't say nothing for you or against you because really I didn't know what's going on. I hear all these statements being done. I don't know if it's fact or fiction, so I really didn't know what to who to stand up for, who not to stand up for. That's why it might be weird to you, but that's my stance on everything. That's why it went down like the way it down went down because I didn't know what
The thing is,
the
you've
whole
seen
picture
me
was.
since the start of my journey, bro. When I first started talking about who I am, when I start showing all my ancestors, when I start showing my relatives, when I start showing my DNA, you were there for that.
The
What way
beginning,
did you
yeah.
say tell this man that no, I've seen his DNA when he tried to drag me as like a 2%er and all this other crazy shit? Like you've seen it.
No, I seen it, but I don't know what your DNA numbers are at. I don't have that in my head. I don't know. And then you guys
I'm
talk
saying,
about
I think the
what
thing is
your
though, like
grandma or
since you
something like
do
that.
have a
So
history of knowing Casey and you have a history of obviously being in Mono's lives, I've seen you in there too. We've been up there together and you know what Mono is about. If you're gonna try to call out Manny in this live that is not about him, Mono be doing the same shit. Manny ain't the one in here causing drama. He came up here, said what he said respectfully, said you know what, this isn't my fight, but trying to be as neutral as possible.
who causes more drama than Manny and Granny
Mono,
Coy and Josh?
Mono,
Well, I can't comment on that.
exactly. So
Well,
if you're gonna try to
advice.
call out other people, you need to start with your camp, with your friends that you're
not
always around.
not my camp, sister.
Well, your friends. That's your friend, right? You be in there all the time with him. A lot.
Uh,
We've been in there a lot.
when's the last time you
So
see
if
me?
you're
When's
gonna
the last
call
time
other
you see
people
me?
out for their toxic behavior, you need to hold your own friends accountable as well. It
What's the
can't
last
be
time you see me?
one-sided. You can't enable it.
When's the last time you see me in there
The
with
fact
them?
that you're trying to do semantics right now to avoid
I'm
the
not trying to do
accountability of not
semantics.
holding your friends accountable.
No, 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 no,
You
no, no.
you have been on his lives. You don't hold him accountable for doing the shit that you're trying to call other people out on. That's the bottom line. It don't matter, oh, if it was yesterday or
Okay,
last week.
okay. We look. If you got problems with Mono, take it up with Mono. I don't got problems with them right now. I got problems with Red Road. Okay,
Okay, well, this ain't
so
the
you
life for
go
that.
after Mono when you want to or how you want to.
Well,
If
this
you
ain't the
see,
live for that. So maybe
and I
you should
just
go
didn't.
host your own live about Manny because this ain't about Manny. This is about Mono.
Is this your life?
Is this your live?
So why you
Yeah,
telling me what to do, what not to do?
but Casey said it wasn't about Red Warrior
It's
several
not
times,
about
so you're
Manny.
not even
And if
respecting
we're
the
gonna talk
hostess
about toxic
request.
behavior, we gotta call it all out. All of it, not just one person, not just one side, like all of it. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't sit up here and point fingers and shit when like people in your house are doing the same shit. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to put it off on any one person. But if we're gonna take accountability, we're gonna have people, then yeah, that's why I said we as men have to step up and start changing our behavior to reflect like how we choose to lead, man. Because like honestly, like nobody's gonna listen to us. Nobody's gonna follow like the type of people I be seeing on like nobody's gonna rock
There's
with
no
this.
gonna be no respect.
Yeah, there's gonna be no fucking respect whatsoever because look how easily like the man goes and disrespects women, bro. Like I don't care how mad I am, you won't get me up here calling people bees and hoes and all this other crazy shit. Like you won't.
And that's the reason that we're here having this conversation, because it started with me and Lorena between women. And Mono inserted himself and started cussing and yelling at everybody, and then trying to quote unquote slut shame me for having a relationship with Kacey and cussing at me.
Which is some weird racist undertones with that because like what the fuck, like what does my relationship have to do with this man? What is like honestly the way he keeps saying I'm a fetishizer of Native women and all the crazy shit. My mother's Native. I spent 9 months in a Native woman. How the fuck am I fetishizing anyone? And for that matter, like he only brought that shit up because he has this weird fucking thing in his head about black people or black men or whatever the fuck, which made him say that stupid shit. That's the only difference between me and him is that I'm black and he's not. So I don't
We
know.
were pointing out the hypocrisies of his behavior, where he leaked the news of Nahimana, where he goes out there and he calls women on his panel his friends, his sister, and then he just got through in a live before this one cussing at all of them and yelling at them and telling them to shut the fuck up.
Told them that they're sons and daughters of the Spanish and all this other crazy shit, bro. Like people that were trying to calm him down, like how you came in and you were trying to calm stuff down. The same people that he had in his corner, he's sitting up there talking shit to. Like he even tried to bully Sleeping Wolf off his own fucking live. That's crazy. Talking about ending now, bro. Where are you, bro? Ending now, bro. Blah, blah. Like what the fuck, bro? This is his fucking live. If he want to have people on the panel, he can have people on the panel. Like that. Like what the fuck? Like people are making him into some big shit on the internet. I don't fucking know. Because even when I had a confrontation with him recently, which is the only reason why we're beefing now again, is because I tried to show them that what the racist shit he said against that man. And the only thing he can come up with was, oh, you're pretending, you're this and that, and all this other shit. But it was all fucking deflection, bro. It was all deflection. When he had all this secret animosity, you know, like people need to call that shit out too, man. Like,
So, like, this is just the consequences of his actions, and everybody's in here enabling his behavior. All of his friends try to sidestep the facts and be like, it's not okay, it's not okay. But when we tell them these are things that he has done, then all of a sudden, oh, well, that's still not right to do that, but it's still da-da-da-da-da. No, if you want to enable him, go enable him, but don't bring that over here because because we don't get on here hosting lives about people in the green screen. We don't get on here making response videos to hate speech and all this other shit that we actually receive from the people of that group.
and
We
easy
get
at
on here
bottom in
chilling.
here.
We get on here chilling, talking to each other, and every now and then, yes, we are gonna talk shit but ain't that what they do? Ain't that what most of his life consists of? Talking shit about somebody in some way, shape, or form? And the off chance that we do get together because he just got through yelling at me, trying to call me a slut because of my past relationship, then all of a sudden it's not cool. We don't want to host this damn live like this. Like, bro, we'd rather be talking about anything fucking else. Because we don't get on here doing this. But it's always the ones who be chilling with those motherfuckers, who be chilling with those people, who come into our spaces and try to do what y'all are doing. And by y'all, I mean, yeah, you did try to use semantics against me.
How do I use semantics against
You said,
you?
when was the last time I was in his live? No, but
When
you've
was the
seen his
last time I was
behavior.
on live is a question.
No, but you've seen his behavior, right?
I have distanced myself
No, but you have seen his
from being
behavior,
on his
right?
lives.
But you have seen his behavior,
Oh
right?
yeah, and you've seen his
Okay, then
behavior
that's
too.
all you had to say is yes, he has that behavior. That's it.
I told
Nobody
you.
was
I told
accusing
you
you of
no
being
comment.
nobody was accusing you of being the same person he is.
No, I told you
What
no
we're
comment.
saying is, if you're gonna try to call out Manny, you gotta call out Mono.
I
Manny's
told you
not the
no.
one coming in here starting shit.
Let LJ speak because this is I'm actually using his account, so let LJ speak.
Yeah, y'all. I don't want this bull.